Hey there, this is Andrew bringing you another Keyforge deck reveal and review. This will be a Dark Tidings deck. Ooh, and we kind of uncovered the name here, so let's see. This is, ooh, I like this one. The hacker that is honestly Voltaic. That's pretty cool. So, we're going to guess Logos, I think, there. I'm going to guess Star Alliance and Untamed. So, let's see what we get here. Oh, we did get Logos and Star Alliance, but then we got Saurian, not Untamed. That's fun. All right, and cool little thing there. Very nice. All right, I just went ahead and scanned it in really quick, just without looking at any of the cards in it, so that if we gotta guess the SAS later, we can figure it out pretty quick. So, um, out of Logos, I am expecting to draw cards, to archive cards. Out of Star Alliance, I am expecting some abilities to uh, use cards out of house, cool upgrades, things like that. They're both great support houses, and I'll just say too, with both of them, we might get some plinky damage, maybe in Star Alliance some stun-based board control. There's good board wipes in both houses, and then in Saurian, I'm hoping for some amber control, board presence. None of these are necessarily just going to print a ton of amber, but maybe with the draw a lot of cards, get to use stuff off house, we end up with a lot of acceleration just based on playing a lot of cards and using a lot of cards. All right, starting with Logos here. Ooh, Howling Pit. That's a fun one. It's an artifact, bonus amber location. This one got a draw pip on it. That's cool. It says that each player refills their hand to one additional card. So we're both going to have one extra hand size. That's nice. Binary Moray, great ability to archive cards. Potentially, sometimes you can use it twice in a turn. And with Star Alliance, we might be able to get extra uses out of it. So that's always fun. Forgive or Forget is a nice action. Very flexible, right? We can archive 2 cards of different types from our discard pile, or we can purge up to 2 cards from each discard pile. So depending on your situation, either of those can be very good. This is actually probably one of my favorite of these aura cards because well, for one thing, because it doesn't actually just mimic other cards that existed before. So like Wild Wormhole, for example, Theory or Conjecture, you can clearly compare to like, well, it could be Wild Wormhole or it could be um, why am I not thinking of it? The card that archives the top 2 cards of your deck for Mass Mutation that has a pip, but it just doesn't have a pip. So, but these are effects that haven't been on other cards, at least not in exactly this form. And in Logos, I think it's pretty good. So I like Forgive or Forget. Novu Archaeologist, also nice. Ooh, 2 of those. Okay. If we can get those up and running, you can always reap, or it's just a 4-power body, or if you have a real nice combo card that you want back, it's a way to get it. Professor Garwin, that's a fun way to retrieve cards from your archives. And in fact, there's a cool combo, I guess, where you could use Forgive or Forget or a Novu Archaeologist to archive a card from your discard pile and then put it back in your hand and get a second use out of a card that way in the same turn, uh, or just bring back a Logos card that you used before. Australis Seaboard gives us a little bit of tide control if we want it, but it's also a nice 4-power creature with a nice reap effect. So it's just a great. It's not. It's a good creature. It's just a good creature no matter what, and it also sometimes controls the tide, so that's nice. 2 of those. Okay, we're pretty creature heavy here, but I like the creatures we have. Hydro Cataloger gives us that extra archive when we take the tide. It's okay. It's not one of my favorite cards. Infomorph, that's where we got that drop hit from, apparently. And then here is Theory or Conjecture. Like I said, this is, um, either really the same effect as Wild Wormhole or as the card that is escaping my memory from Mass Mutation. Really can't believe I'm forgetting it. Anyway, but it does not have a pip, so just a little iffy that way. But I could also see, archive the top two cards of your deck into with Professor Garwin out, not bad. I did realize the other day, I'm not the first person to realize this, but Garwin does come with Theory or Conjecture. So we were guaranteed at least one when we got the Garwin, but we got two. All right. Let's look at the dinos. So just really quick, I like these creatures and logos. They're nice. These are nice. This might have been a nice Data Forge deck, something like that, but um, still pretty cool. And we'll just have to see if we can get some extra uses out of them, maybe in Saurian as well as Star Alliance. All right. Sorry about that. Is a rare. It's an action. When you play it, you destroy a creature and its controller gains 1 amber. Um, it's a good card. The fact that you can just destroy any creature is nice. Sometimes you can use this to give yourself an extra amber. But if your opponent has a real problem creature, then you're pretty happy to pay them the amber to do this. Siren Horn, that is a nice way to mitigate some capture, potentially. Ooh, Pterodactyl. Siren Horn on Pterodactyl could be pretty cool. Pterodactyl's slow because it comes in stunned, so got to worry about that. But if you get it running, it's just insane board control. Carpe Winum, good way to generate a couple amber. Hornus and Octavia gives us some capture, slow capture, but in a pinch it can be good, and it's a big creature, so that's nice. Crushing Charge. Now, we're probably not going to want to play that because it kills so much of our board, but I guess it'll depend on the circumstances. So, yeah, we'll see. But in the right circumstance, Crushing Charge can be a really important board control. We got 2 of those. Okay, I would have been happy with just 1, I think. Especially since we have some decent archives to like save it for when we need it. All right, Decadence. Yeah, this is nice. Again, this is similar to Theory or Conjecture, where it's just it's a worse version of 2 different cards, but you get to pick which one, and that's the value, right? So, Chant of Hubris, Golden Spiral, really. So that wasn't in action form before the Exalt Ready and use a friendly creature. So that's kind of nice to be able to do. But yeah, so yeah, we had some stuff in logos that we might want to do that with. Not bad. Oh, we got a Faust. That's nice. A Medicus Lacus. Okay. And we can raise the tide with those Seaborgs maybe and avoid paying the chain costs. So Medicus Lacus being a threat there. We have Spoils of Battle to actually do some capturing onto creatures that will matter for Faust and Medicus Lacus. Nice. 2 of those. Oh, I like it. All right. That's pretty good. I like that. Good stuff. Let's see what we get in Starlines. Start off with United Action. It's an action with Alpha, and for the remainder of the turn, you may play cards from any house for which you have cards in play, but you can't use cards this turn. It's been pointed out, Diplomat Agung is really good with this because you can potentially uh, open up another house and just play out, all 6 cards from your hand, which is a pretty good turn that you can have with United Action. Yeah. Ooh, Agent Septia. I really like Agent Septia. Agent Septia is uncommon. With 4 power, fight, reap, deal 1 damage to a creature. If the tide is high, stun that creature. Yeah, excellent, and has an armor. Ooh, Force Field. That's a good form of protection for a creature. Maybe we put it on the Septia. Maybe we want it on the Faust or the Lacus. Those are pretty good. Maybe on the Moray. We have a universal translator. That's going to give us some cross-house use. I love it. 2 of those. Wow. Nice. An amber vac. Look at this. 4 upgrades so far in Starlines. That's great. And this raises the tide as well as potentially giving us some capture over time, which actually would work well with the Medicus Lacus. There's potentially a case if they leave the tide high where you capture 2 and then can immediately forge with Medicus Lacus. If they weren't paying attention, you would not have to say check. Um, but at least it's sort of like, okay, I have 4 and I have Medicus Lacus and I have Amber Vac on a creature and the tide's high. You got to take the tide or I'm going to forge with your Amber. That's pretty crazy. Biome Discovery is an action with a bonus Amber that can raise the tide. Otherwise, it does this is an okay effect. Look at 2 cards and discard 1. There is Diplomat Agung, which again is, I believe, if my understanding is correct, very nice with the United Action because we can play the Agung. This one actually has a draw icon, so that makes it even better with the United Action because you probably can play that card you draw. But you play the Diplomat, you play the United Action, then you play the Diplomat Agung, and then you can say, okay, well, this Faust is now Logos, and so now I can play all my Logos cards as well. Pretty cool. 2 of those. Nice. And they're just good cards all around. I mean, being able to say, to get those cross-house uses is just so good. Oh, Rocketeer Tryskas, very nice. Or Tryskas, as I like to call her. That's very nice. Got 2 Tryskas. Okay. That means you can even like play 1, play the next one, comes in ready, and then play something else here, and it'll come in ready. Yeah. Very nice. And then lastly, Unity or Discord. Oh, great. So Unity or Discord lets you choose one. Either you use a friendly non-Star Alliance creature, or you return up to 2 friendly creatures and each upgrade attached to them to their owner's hands. That is excellent with cards like Agung that have a great play effect is nice. If you have stuff next to Tryskas, not only do you get to bring it back, but you get to use it again. And with these upgrades that have bonus ambers, it's also very nice because you're getting that extra amber. So that we have a potential for really insane amber burst in Star Alliance. Like I said, lots of good cross house use. Lacus just kind of is a threat sitting there. We don't have a way to raise the tide like right before we would forge, so that is what it is, but still. And then and then if we have some like logo stuff on the board and then get to use them on Star Alliance turn, I think we're just very, very happy. This seems like a fun, fast deck. Now so I think we're going to be pretty good on Amber generation. We have not a ton of pips, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, only 9 pips, but some speed in the Star Alliance that I think will really pay off. Oh, Carpe Winham is going to probably get us 2, so that's all pretty good. But then the combos that can happen in Star Alliance are just going to really shoot up our ability to make Amber. On we have some efficiency for sure, a lot of archive, a lot of crosshouse use. On the Amber control side, we have the Amber Vac in Star Alliance. That's really all we have there. We have the 2 Spoils of Battle. That's pretty good. And potentially get some value out of Octavia. And then none? Yeah, none in Logos. So we're just going to be a little behind on the Amber control side. Board control, not a really strong suit here, but there are some options. And either way, so I think this is like a fast, fun race deck. Not super control-y. It really just wants to get out and do its thing. But that is the hacker. That is Honestly Voltaic. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, Last thing, what are we going to guess for SAS? I am going to guess. Uh, I'm going to guess that this is a 67. And DOK says 65, so I was pretty close there. Yeah, and yeah, decent E, good efficiency, um, helps your opponent a little bit with cards like Howling Pit and maybe Hydro Cataloger, um, and then uh, and then low-ish amber control, which is a little bit of a problem. Although, if you get into a situation where you're just cycling your deck over and over again, it becomes much less of a problem. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and that you'll get out and forge some keys.